Hey guys, it's Ross Scott and on the Space Couch. So continuing the recent series of videos of our airlines and airliners, I thought I'd show you this, which has been in my collection since I was a child. You can see, I think, the sunlight has had an effect on here. But yes, Airliners, the Flagships of the Jet Age by Bill Gunston, who's passed away now, I believe, but one of the giants of aviation writing. And there you see a Braniff 747 on the back, obviously Swissair DC-10 in the classic livery. Their later liveries didn't surpass this, just that two-tone brown, so elegant. So let's see. Ah yes, forgot. All the different airlines back then. You can just see some like that. The old Gulf Air, Air New Zealand, Air UK, Part Canada, Aer Lingus, BA, Braniff, JAL, whatever, United, TWA, there'll be Pan Am in there somewhere as well. There's Sabine, and that's a DC-10. That Saudia is a TriStar. This looks like an A300 of Singapore Airlines. I forgot they flew those. I think must only be very briefly. A Leica DC-10, KLM DC-10, JAL DC-10. Let's see, where is Pan Am? There is Pan Am there, and that's a TriStar. So yes, and obviously Aeroflot, it'll be an Illusional 62. Yeah, and obviously various other airlines like BCAL BAC 111. Is it the same on the back? Yes, it's the same ones on the back cover, so that's very nice. Close up. That's probably Northwest, I would have thought, given the silver on it. Garuda Indonesia DC-10 and their classic livery, which actually this livery is now on some of their current planes as the heritage scheme. That's that'll be SAS or whatever the forerunner of that was, and that's a DC-6. Yeah, a Lockheed Vega and an Olympic DC-3. Ford Trimotor, one of the very earliest pictures ever in colour of the Comet. I think that's in 1949, that picture. And we see a Luxair Constellation, or a Super Constellation. It's a Super Constellation. Yeah, that was July 1949, that picture. Let me just see a DC-10. Probably somewhere like Chicago or Dallas. Los Angeles. There's engines, BA plane. You can tell from the livery when this came out, this is late 70s, early 80s. The F-28 undergoing its testing. And there's a Dan Air 727. What else we got? A classic lineup at Gatwick. So Ward Air 747, Braniff 747, Canadian Pacific 747, another Ward Air 747, a BA 747, British Caledonian 707, DC-10, another 707, Delta TriStar, and what's behind that? Leica DC-10, two World Airways DC-10s. So yeah, Leica and then World Airways. There's a very old shot. Hughes Air West, the Flying Bananas. Lufthansa A300 in that classic livery, and there's Lockheed TriStar with its automatic stairs. First class on, I think it was Saudia back in the day. I think, and you see the, what's the configuration? 242, 8 abreast. And that is in the 747. Wow, that'd be a sweet, comfortable ride. That would have to be premium economy these days. And I think it says just about this, that obviously the oil boom in the 70s and all that stuff, that the first class cabin on some of these planes took up a third of the actual cabin. Although nowadays it's possibly the same because of how much space you get in first class. Great picture of a TriStar. Is that a 500? I'm not sure. Yeah, the shorter version. There's a TWA 707. Didn't know they made it as far to make it into that livery. Suriname DC-8, and I think they currently operate either a 747-300 or an A340. There is a BA Vickers VC-10 and the Aleutian Il-62. They're very similar looking planes. One of Aer Lingus' 747-100s in the classic 70s livery, and a Pan Am 747 SP in its livery of the period. And a BCAL DC-10. Great shot of that. Where was that? Was that Orlando or somewhere? Doesn't say. But it says Marriott, so it's probably Orlando. Alitalia A300. Some classics here. There is a Caravelle, I think at Iberia, and you see British Caledonian, or Caledonian Airways as it was then, before it merged with British United. In fact, you can just see at the back, I don't know if you can make out, the back 111 behind this plane, it does say Caledonian/BUA. Yeah, Caledonian/BUA. So they hadn't completed the merger at that point. It was still ongoing with the livery and stuff. So, United 727 in the classic livery. And BEA Trident with the red painted wings. Cyprus Airways. And there's a Cyprus Airways Trident still stranded at Nicosia Airport. And there is a Luxair 737. I've flown on a Luxair 737, but it was in 2001 when I went to Luxembourg on a business trip. And so it was either a 300 or a 500 coming back. Again, another classic livery. Austrian Airlines. I'm not sure if it's a DC-9 or an MD-80. The Super 80. And then a LOTS Tupolev 134. I think they've still got that very same livery, or it's very, very similar. Some more Soviet planes. The Aleutian Il-76 and the Yakovlev Yak-42. This looks like it's from the 50s or the 60s. That'll be an Aeroflot plane, I expect. Maybe an Aleutian Il-18. See all the people, the lady with her headscarf carrying flowers. So which one was it? Yeah, it was an Aleutian Il-18. I think that's a Vanguard. The Super Guppy, which obviously I think is they're now all retired, and then a Vickers Viscount of Northeast Airways. Air Anglia, which I think merged with something else to become Air UK, and there you see an HS748 of British Airways. Used to see them at Newcastle Airport from time to time. Obviously, Hercules C-130, and I'm not sure what that one is. The An 124. Yeah, an Antonov 24. That's flying over Ottawa. What was that? Air Transit as opposed to Air Transat. Different airline. And then just other planes. The smaller commuter types. General aviation helicopters and bizjets. I expect probably there's none of these still flying. What were they? The Gates Learjet is what they were called. There's a couple more. I think it's HS 125, and that's be Dassault Falcon of some kind, I think. Yeah, and then there's that. The Islander and the Trilander. I think they might still be in production, I'm not sure. KLM. That would be going to, like, say, the oil fields in the North Sea, I expect, or the gas rigs and stuff. Supersonic travel and the future. Supersonic travel was not the future. Point to point in twin engine planes, narrow body or wide body was the future. But still a beautiful craft. And that's a great shot of that Concorde. The Tupolev 2144, This will be the American, the 2707, and that I think is the original Lockheed design that wasn't selected. This, the text says it looks like it's a commuter plane as trying to become a 747 because of the disparity in the engine size. But it was just some like ducted fan technology demonstrator. That's interesting, this flying wing, where it's actually the forward part of a 707 fuselage. Then this giant wing with all of these blowing the air over the wing. And that is it, just index. So yes, like I said, I had this since I was in single digits, or since I was 10. So that is like nearly 40 years I've had this. Could be 40 years, in fact, just judging from some of the liveries that we saw in there. But anyway, like I said, had this for ages, got a very close place in my heart. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please subscribe to my channel if you enjoyed this content. Leave me a comment or suggestion for a common topic you'd like to see discussed, or like the video.